Down in the southern part of West Tennessee, just above the Alabama state line, there are some islands in the Tennessee River that are just loaded with squirrels, where a good squirrel dog only takes a few seconds to put his nose to the ground and get to work.
They know when squirrels are moving and when they're not. They know a whole lot more than we do. And you just kind of put them in that area where squirrels are, and their instinct takes over. You know, a lot of people say they can train squirrel dogs, but basically squirrel dogs train themselves. It's bred into them, and you just have to put them in the woods and give them the opportunity to develop.
RJ and George and Red are treeing feists from a champion bloodline, so they know how to run those squirrels up the trees. It is up to the humans to get them back down. There is nothing quite like following your pack through the woods and hearing them track and tree, whether it's squirrels or coons or even bobcat or bear. The bond between dog and hunter is one of our oldest sporting traditions. Watching these dogs grow up and get better is one reason why dog trainer John Staggs has been hunting like this for over 30 years.
I like being able to just go in the woods, turn the dog loose, and the training of the dog, that's what I really like. You take a puppy and you start training it up to a grown dog, kind of like these. You can kind of see what you have achieved, you know, from where they started to where they're at.
John and Lewis County football coach Adam Clark are in the field today with a couple of Coach Clark's ball players. But the football season's been over for weeks, and the instruction they're getting today has nothing to do with the gridiron.
You can see his head sticking out right there. See that hole? Right there. Too late.
I couldn't see him over there.
Really enjoy working with kids, and getting to hunt with them is one of the big perks of my job. The excitement that they get, you know, trying to get to a tree and a dog barking, and to get to see them the first time they hunt with a dog, it's pretty important to me, and the kids love it. So.
Coach Clark hunts 2 or 3 times a week in season, and several of his students, some football players, some not, usually come with him. Sometimes they ask, and sometimes it just kind of happens.
Freshman year, we'd sit there and I'd brag about how good of a shot I was, how good of a squirrel hunter I was, and he'd brag about his dogs, and I never would believe it until he took me. He found out I was a pretty good shot, and his dog's pretty good, I think.
He's coming back 410.
And modern technology has its place, even in an old-time sport like this one. Satellite GPS helps the hunters answer a very basic question. Exactly where did those dogs go?
Like right now, George is back over on the west side of the island, and Red is on out in front of us, and it tells you their distance and tells you if they're moving or if they're treating.
And when the squirrel is down, the hunters have to show the dogs why they are out there.
They've done their job, so now you got to do your job. You got to get in there and try to find that squirrel and get it out to them. It's kind of like a treat.
He's in the very top. Gonna have to back up away from the tree, Cody.
These young hunters are learning by first-hand experience just how good it is to be out here, and thinking their teammates and their classmates maybe should try it too.
I think it's better for them to come outside than it is sitting inside all day.
You know, some kids don't have dogs or they don't have a place to hunt, so I just let them enjoy what I get to enjoy all the time.
Some of us prefer to hunt squirrel quietly and alone, sitting still in the woods and hoping one will show up and not see us. This is more of a high-energy social approach. Sit down or even slow down around this bunch and you will just get left behind.
I like a challenge, and when you're squirrel hunting, they run, hard to shoot them, and I like that.
Turned out to be a pretty good harvest, but this would still be a successful day if they didn't get a 1. Lots of squirrels treed, time in the woods, a good day following the dogs, making memories that will stay with them long after school is over. I'm Craig Owensby on the Wild Side.